Another very common question is which chair is most suitable for someone who's petite or someone who's tall?
I'm
And my first
5'4".
question, oh, that started already. My first question is always going to be how tall are they? And you wouldn't believe the number of times people say, I just need a chair for a tall person. I don't know how tall they are. In terms of a suitable chair, our chairs are very adjustable in terms of the seat depth adjustability and the backrest height adjustability to suit a wide range of users. But the best chair for somebody who is very petite or very tall is very much dependent on the individual, always comes back to the individual and where their height is in terms of the ratio between the upper leg, the lower leg, and their torso. Because two people who are both 5'7" could have very different measurements in those ratios, or someone much taller than someone else can actually end up having the same torso length, but different leg lengths. And this video here just highlights that in a little bit of a funny way, if we can start that.
If I'm 5'4" and Vlad is 6'1", how are we the same height sitting down? This makes no sense.
So you can see here that while they're very different overall heights, when seated, their torsos are actually around about the same. So this would suggest that Vlad in the video here, in terms of where his height is, it's primarily more in the leg. And so maybe is going to need a much deeper seat compared to somebody else who's also 6'1", but is taller in the body. So that's where measurements are really, really key. I will often get people saying, what's the best chair for someone who's 5 feet tall? And there's absolutely no way for me to know without measurements there. In particular, for somebody who's really petite, the seat size is really important to get right, because if the seat is too big for you, even literally just by a couple of centimeters, you're not going to be able to sit right back into the chair and bend your knees. So you end up seeing a lot of petite users then kind of perching on the edge of the seat because the seat is just ever so slightly too big. So that measurement is really, really key. And that's what we'll be asking for in these sort of situations where it's people at the extremes of both petite and tall.